If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is January the 9th, 2024, and today the topic is the floodgates are open. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Yes, happy Tuesday. I hope that you guys had a wonderful Monday. Mine was just fine. Yeah, mine was good overall. Yesterday kind of felt like a Friday or a Saturday. For the most part, it didn't have too much I had to do in particular. So I was chilling, had some time with my family, getting rest, binge watching a show, and eating some good old Red Lobster. I ended up having this gift card. I guess compliments of the things that your girl was doing around Christmas. I had this gift card, and I was, I guess coerced my family into getting us some Red Lobster yesterday. And so, yeah, man, we got us a nice one of them family feasts, and had plenty left over. And that's pretty much, I guess, the highlights of yesterday for us. As for today, man, I woke up early this morning. I didn't pay attention to the time, but by the time I got up and got bright-eyed and bushy-tailed or whatever, it was well after 6. And you guys know that, like I said yesterday, the church is doing 21 days of prayer, and so I did tune in to day 3 of the 21 days of prayer and whatnot, and tune into the worship and the pre-message before the prayer. And then once again, I started to tap into the juice during the quote-unquote prayer time. But, it once again was a good word, something good to reflect on, and everything like that. And, yeah, another thing that woke me up this morning was the sound of the rain. It felt like it was coming down really heavy this morning. And I would say that that's where the inspiration for this word floodgates came from, because again, when I'm just hearing water pouring down this morning, again, I let that be the inspiration. And so I looked up the definition of floodgates, as well as what I felt like the Lord was bringing to me in regards to floodgates. And so I hope that it encourages you and inspires you. Now listen, I don't know, but I also feel led to let you know that as soon as I pressed the button to go live, it was 9:11. So again, I don't know if this is an emergency quote unquote word or whatever the case is, but hey, I'm just letting you know what time it was when I clicked the button. And we all know 911 is the emergency number here in the U.S. anyway, and so take that or leave it, depending on where you are spiritually and everything like that. So here we go, y'all. Here's what I felt led to share. The definition of floodgates said, a gate that is, or that can be opened or closed to admit or exclude water, especially the lower gate of a lock. And then the second part of the definition is the part that stood out to me the most, and it says a last restraint holding back an outpouring of something powerful or substantial. Now, I'm having a moment of deja vu. Have we not talked about this recently? Floodgates being open. I feel like we might have talked about this recently. Now, I don't know You guys can all go back and look in former juices and see. But if not, I mean, it sounds like it's just as important now as it was then. So here go the Bible verses that were standing out to me this morning. Luke 6:38. It says, "Give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap." Let's see. Faith, but with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. This is one of them good old good giving and it'll be given back to you reminders. I mean, obviously, I think when people hear about the floodgates, we think about floodgates of blessings. But I mean, I was receiving that this whole floodgate situation can go both ways. Yeah, you can receive a floodgate of blessings. Obviously this is an example of that. But you could be receiving a floodgate of the Lord's wrath as well. That is also an option, but we'll get into that in a moment. Let's talk again about blessings. At Malachi 3:10, it says, "Bring the full tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house, and thereby put me to the test, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need." I think what stood out to me the most in that verse is the part that says that he's going to pour out a blessing until there's no more need. Again, that can be great, phenomenal news, right? For anybody that is doing things according to these past couple of verses, right? If you're bringing that your tithe, for example, to the storehouse, then I mean, you can expect that the Lord is going to be pouring out, blessings into your house. I think I told you guys I felt led to kind of, do a little extra and whatnot. I know our church is doing this thing called Hope 2030, and they have all these big, amazing goals, such as like opening a Hope Center and things of that nature, and retiring the mortgage for the church, and all these amazing, wonderful things that they have planned to do. And of course, I'm already, getting things into alignment. Like I told you guys, I mean, ever since I took financial fitness and got reminded of, doing things decently and in order, I've been doing my best to, whenever something comes in, start to divvy it out and split it out into, in a variety of ways. And I told you guys the whole last year, I felt like it was, again, abundance 2023, because your girl was finally in a place of not feeling like I was quote unquote lacking and things of that nature. And so to be challenged to do even more, it's a lot to think about and stuff. But at the end of the day, again, I believe that the Lord is my provider, not the job or anything else. And so, with that being said, it's putting the Lord to the test. His word says if you put him to the test, you're going to see these things happening. And so I'm a living witness that has happened in my life. And, and I'm doing it and sowing even more seed in faith, right? That the Lord is going to continue to take care of me and my household and things of that nature. But let's talk about the other side for a second. Let's just talk about that side. I know we don't want to think about floodgates of wrath. We don't want to think about, that the floodgates could not be floodgates of blessings. It could not be, quote unquote good news. But I think it's just as important to warn everybody of that, just as it's important to talk about, again, the good things. So here go Malachi 2:2, and it says, if you will not listen, if you will not take it to heart to give honor to my name, says the Lord of hosts, then I will send the curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Indeed, I have already cursed them because you do not lay it to heart. So again, it depends on where you are, friend. Which side are you on? Are you on the side that is, again, leaning and depending on the Lord? Are you on the side that is, sowing seeds that will get you the overflow and the blessings and the outpour of blessings? Or are you on the other side and you are ignoring God, not taking it to heart to give honor to his name, things of that nature? Then you shouldn't expect the outpour of blessings for you in your life. According to the word, now sure, of course, we know that the enemy can bless his people in the ways that he blesses. But I mean, at the same time, I think a lot of people have told the testimony of the enemy, basically those blessings coming with a consequence, right? Those blessings coming with things that you weren't planning on giving, right? And things of that nature, costing more than you are again willing to pay. So, hey, I don't know again which side you want to be on and stuff like that. Again, God gives us free will to choose and everything like that. Again, I'm praying that as far as our household, and hopefully anybody listening to the sound of our voice will choose the Lord. But yeah, this is ultimately the juice this morning, you guys. It seems as if there is an outpour happening. The floodgates seem to be open and things of that nature. Now, what kind of what you're reaping is going to pretty much be whatever you sown. And I mean, I guess that's the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is Proverbs 17:17, and it says, "A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.